Great, this is your new buddy, Gille. Real sweet dog, real friendly. His big deal is to be your buddy and to hang around you. He's been in the house, hadn't lived in the house, but he's been in the house quite a bit, and we've had him in some, and I don't think that'll be a big adaptation for him. You'll want to use the crate at first to have him, if you're going to have him inside, sleep at night in the crate, and then just supervise him at first and make sure he gets outside and until you kind of ease him into being a house dog, if that's what you're going to do. But all that is easy with him. He's a real kind, sweet, easy dog. He doesn't he can be handled very quietly. Doesn't need a loud voice. He's steady, alert but steady. You can shoot and do what you want. He'll stay at your heel, and he's had a lot of game experience. So. Go back. Attaboy. Good boy, Gille Willie. Oh, that's a good dog. And he'll bring it right up to you in front and deliver it to you. You just say dead and take it out of his real soft mouth. Okay? Okay, let's go. We'll walk gingerly here around to the road in front, which is dry pavement, and I'll show you his commands and so forth. Okay? All right, heel. And when I say gingerly, I mean gingerly. You don't have to film all the way down.
Okay.
Okay, great, we're out. We live in the country. This is a dead-end road. It is paved, and that's our little farm back there. So foggy this morning, but we'll show you a few things. I had forgotten a whistle. I thought I had it. So I ran back to the kennel, which you can't see. It's probably 150 yards, and just had him sit and stay, and he stayed the whole time. So commands are simple. Sit, and you take a hand, your right hand, and you can cross and just face him with it like that. You can also go like that, or you can just say sit, but with your right hand you're going to use at a distance when you blow the whistle to stop him and direct him. So it's kind of a good habit to get into. So sit and stay. Boy, he's a pretty dog. Yeah. And then I'll get over here so Jan, I'm in line. But the body language to have him come to you is both hands up, palms out like that along your side, and then many short staccato blasts of the whistle. Good boy. Okay. So, sit, stay. He'll stay on his own, or you can just reinforce it. And he's a well-trained and a great temperament, so he'll just lie down. Say if you're shooting doves or whatever, he'll just lie down and relax until he's sent. All right? So that's, from behind it looks like, good boy. Good boy, okay? And then he heels on the left side. He can alternately shift to the right. They allow it over there as he's looking for game to get up. But he typically heels on the left. Just tap your left thigh and say heel. You can turn him back this way. Okay, he's steady, as I said, so you can imagine birds falling or shots ringing out. He's going to wait until you tell him to go. He knows that he's been trained that that's a trick, that if it gets too close, he's still not supposed to get it, so he wants to be away from it. Stay. Sit. Okay, so when you send him from your side. I'll throw a dummy here toward Jan. Heel. Heel. Okay. Turn your body toward him. Take your right hand, put it out in front, and align it. And for easy retrieves, he sees it or he knows where it is. This doesn't have to be very specific. But if you're sending him on a blind retrieve and you want to make sure he's on the right angle, align your hand kind of over his nose in front and say, go back. So that command again is go back. Go back. You can also say his name. This time I'll just say his name. He'll get used to whatever you two decide on, essentially. He'll come right up front and deliver it. Good boy. You can just pet him, and so he doesn't anticipate giving it to you too early. Don't take it right away, but he'll be fine on that. He'll even walk for whatever time holding it. Dead. And you can just say dead when you take it, okay? So, the whistle commands to have him stop is one short blast. Kind of a, not as staccato like when you're calling him in, which is many short blasts, but sort of ends a little bit on a crescendo and then it sharply ends, okay? So I'll have him stay. I'll call him to me. I'll put my hand up and blow one sharp blast. Notice that my hand is not out here, it's up here, so at a distance he can see it. Otherwise here it gets lost in the profile of my head, all right? Okay. Okay, now let's say that while his commands for once he's stopped and you want him to go farther back, hand up, flick the wrist, put your forearm forward and say, go back. Okay. And as you can see, he did.
Yeah, yes, he did. There's nothing there, though.
Good boy. The commands for left and right, you again stop him up here with your whistle blast. Then if you're going to send him to my right, sweep your hand to the right so it's extended to the right, and then say out. Now he's from Scotland, so they say out, but you'll get used to it. Hey. Out. That snow's real soft and the dummy's sunk in. He's got a great nose, I've already determined that. Good boy. Yeah. Okay, sit. Okay, so it's the same for both. Out. Or stopping. If you anticipate when you stop him, you're going to send to my left. Put your left hand up. Out. Okay? So now, stopping him en route, heel. I can call him off that. He doesn't expect that he's going to go. I just tell him to heel. Line him up. Go back. You don't want to overdo that to play with them because you end up getting them stopping, what we call popping, but you get an idea. Final command is to go back. As I showed earlier, I didn't intend him to go, but he went. So if you want him to go farther, as I did when I stopped him, he looked at me and then I said, go back, okay? So a dummy's behind him, go back. I think my inflection is not quite right for him to the Scottish way of doing it, but I'll work on that a little bit. That's it. Okay, those are the basic commands. Out, out, go back, sit, stay, come. Or his name, or many short blasts to have him come at a distance. One blast to have him stop, and to have him go in to a car or to get in through a door. It's get in. Gille, get in. Get in. You know, and you can also say, good boy. Good boy. You can also say that to have him get into cover to look for a bird. But you guys will figure that out by the time you hunt with him. Real sweet dog. He jumps for fun. So just call with questions, okay?
Okay, and the command for jumping over the fence is?
Yeah, you don't want him to be jumping too much because he will jump, but it's over. Get over is to jump a fence. But if he sees a fence and he wants to be on the other side, he'll be there before you send him. So,
All right.
okay? All right. Thanks a lot.